Ji-Soo, guard the right! They're too close!
Lissa had barely finished her sentence when Ji-Soo darted past her in a blur of red and white, her cape cutting a bloody swath through the air. The rising sun painted the chrome wings that sprouted from her shoulder blades with a menacing gleam. As dawn crested in the village of the faithful, hungry ghouls poured forth, eager to crack the graves of its dead. Lissa ran to the far side of the village without a single thought in her head. Just impulse, reaction. The tiny passage on the edge of the map, that constant pitfall she tried to fortify every time, spouted onyx like a bottle shaken for too long and mistakenly uncapped. She hated this map for this very reason. Hammering the dash key, she went for the creature closest to her. Ji-Soo threw her cape back and sent a blast of lightning in the direction of the invaders. It cracked and spread, stopping two in their tracks and slowing the ones behind it. Onyx might be a pain, but they were also stupid. Or their AI was, anyway. After all, they were just buzzing flies, not the real threat. Lissa's eyes flicked to her power circle. She'd hoped to buy time before the next onslaught to recharge it for a transcendence, but it wasn't enough. Her resources were low, and the fact she hadn't timed it well could cost them the match. But Ji-Soo's transcendence was much closer to being ready, and in the next few seconds, they were going to need it.
Deathlight! Cast Deathlight!
Lissa shouted into her mic as she used Dark Rush, dashing through the horde in a flash with both arms extended, daggers jutting out. The heads of the onyx she moved through tumbled gracelessly to the ground in her wake, their clenched fists going limp and useless as their misshapen bodies collapsed alongside their severed heads. More were coming, but Lissa had a moment to think. They were raging, their health icons bursting with fire. Raging onyx were strong enough to overcome the two of them, easily, and she knew it. They could easily penetrate the graveyards in this state. And with Jae-Jin and Zio down, they would need to be clever.